burning fat and building muscle can feel very complicated, but it doesn't have to be. One of my goals this year was to really pack on muscle and lean down, and to do that, we're gonna have to keep our calories low and our protein high. And if you have the same fitness goals or are looking on how to do that, then make sure you stay tuned for this video, because I really tried to simplify this whole journey for myself and find foods that I truly enjoy, that are actually satisfying, and that are nutritious and fulfilling. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I eat 1,600 calories a day and 130 grams of protein. Now, every single day looks different. If you're looking to start burning fat and building muscle, the one thing I would suggest to do is to set a goal for yourself and get some guidelines. The first thing we really have to do is figure out exactly what it is your body needs to get to those goals. So for me, I actually went to ChatGPT for this to figure out what my daily intake should be. So I told it my age, my height, my weight, and my goal weight, and also just my goal in general, and said on average how many calories should I have in a day and how much protein do I need in a day. So after calculating all of that, it told me that to maintain my weight, it would be 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day. If I want to cut and actually burn fat, I need between 1,400 to 1,600 calories a day. And as far as protein to build muscle, I need 110 to 140 grams of protein. And if you need to set those guidelines for yourself, or just kind of understand where you are on that scale and what it is your body needs to get to those goals, ChatGPT is a great resource. It's free, and all you have to do is just give it that information and it'll do the little calculations for you. It's great. It really just helped make it clear for me, because it's hard to start changing your diet and making those swaps without having a goal and having those guidelines, because you just feel like you're starting to drift. So the very first thing that I do every single day is I chug water. Water is so important. My goal is to hit 2.5 to 3 of my Stanleys every single day. I like to work out first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. I like to just go ahead, get it done. It makes me feel really energized and really good, and just gets my day going. So that is what we are going to do first, and then we are going to come back and make some yummy breakfast. I'm already starting to get hungry, but it's okay. I'm excited for our workout. It's gonna be a good one. So I'm gonna keep chugging this and refill it, and we're gonna head to the gym. That was such a good workout. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it is very hard to get out of bed to go work out, but once you get in there, you get going and you get moving, it feels amazing. And it's such a great way to start your day, because you feel so accomplished already, and it gives you momentum to get other things done. So that's why I really love doing my workouts very first thing. But we're gonna go ahead and make some breakfast, because I am so hungry. There are two things I wanted to say really quickly before getting into it. One, I am not a licensed dietitian, nutritionist, none of those things. I'm just a girl that truly has a passion for nutrition, healthy eating, and has really found how much better I feel on a high protein diet. And second thing is a really big tip I have found with this whole healthy eating, high protein, low calorie, is to really set yourself up for success by meal prepping. So I meal prep every single week. It's usually over the weekend, and it takes me about 3 to 4 hours. Another thing I've really found to make sure I hit that protein goal, because I think a lot of people do struggle hitting that protein goal while also keeping those calories low. And what I found is just hitting that 30-gram protein mark every single meal is key. You really have to make sure, if you are on a journey to improve your health, improve your fitness, to just go with the flow sometimes. You know, you have to listen to your body, do what feels good to you, and that can vary day to day, week to week, hour by hour. You have to really just learn to be in tune with your body, do what feels good to you in that time, and not be so rigid and so restricted, because that's not maintainable. The whole point of all of this is to live a healthy, maintainable lifestyle while feeling the best that you possibly can. And if you feel unhappy happy, you feel restricted, and you feel like you can't have any movement or any flexibility in your meals and your workouts or anything, you're not going to stay on track. So some days with workouts, you may not feel like doing a full HIIT workout, and that is totally okay. Just go for a walk. Go move your body. Some days you may not feel like having a whole breakfast, and that is okay. Just have a yogurt or an egg, or just fast and have your lunch. Like, every day is different, and you have to be able to adapt to those changes and not stay super restricted on yourself, because it's not the way to live. We're going to be making some eggs with some cottage cheese. Cottage cheese has been a huge game changer for me. It's really good. Even if you don't like the texture, you can manipulate it to not even taste like cottage cheese, but you still get the protein from it, and it's low calorie. So I'm gonna show you what I make whenever I either don't have time to meal prep, run out of my meal prep, or I'm just really tired of my meal prep, because it happens. You go through ebbs and flows, and sometimes you are in a groove with it. Maybe life gets kind of crazy, you don't have time, or you have an event and you just get kind of a little thrown off your schedule. These are things that you can always default to make sure that you are still working towards your goals and feeling really good. So I've gathered our ingredients for breakfast. So we're going to make some eggs. We're gonna put in some cottage cheese because it's low calorie and it's extra protein. Then I got some super greens. So I like to just throw these on random things, and it's just a good way to get in those micronutrients. And then I also have a plain yogurt from Trader Joe's. So this one is 90 calories, 7 carbs, and 15 grams of protein. I normally like to have the Oikos 15 gram one. I can pop it on the screen. That's usually what I have, but I'm out currently, so I do have this. So we're gonna use that. And then I also get their breakfast sausage patties. So these are chicken sausage patties, and they have the best ingredients out of all of the sausages I've looked at. Where is it? Right here. It doesn't have any additives or anything. It's literally the chicken, some salt, vinegar powder, and then a bunch of seasonings, and they taste really good. We're only gonna have one though, because 2 is 140 calories, but we're only gonna have the one, so it'll be 70, and it's 5 grams of protein, so it's just another source. And blueberries are what I toss into my yogurt because they are loaded with antioxidants, and I think I only put like 7 or 8 blueberries in my yogurt because it's not that much yogurt, but it's like 4 calories or 7 calories, something like that, something very small. So just another way to add in some nutrients. And a huge tip I will say is to get ingredients that you can use for multiple meals. So for my eggs, I can have them boiled as a snack. I can have them for breakfast. I can make different things with them. And then with the cottage cheese, I actually have a high protein snack I'm going to share with you in just a little bit that I use this for. I've made banana pudding with this. I'll eat it straight out of the container. And again, it's very low calorie, high protein. It's 90 calories and 13 grams of protein. So again, very versatile. And with these, I just toss on everything. I toss it on chicken, toss it on eggs, toss it potatoes, literally whatever. I don't care. I will throw these on there. So get things you can do multiple things with, and that will save you money. That's a way I have found to keep it affordable and not go too crazy. Oh my goodness, this looks so delicious. So I did an egg with cottage cheese. We have our sausage patty, and then the yogurt. So I put creatine in my yogurt. Creatine is amazing for your brain. It's good for your muscles. It helps a lot with building muscle too. So I always make sure to take a scoop of that a day, and I take it through my yogurt. And then I put those little greens on the side just to incorporate with the sausage and the eggs. This is the creatine that I use. I can link it below, but I just really like it because it is a really clean brand. But again, creatine is really good for you because it increases the energy production in your cells. So it improves your exercise performance, it improves your muscle recovery. I believe it's really good for your memory as well. So it's just a really good supplement to have. And I find just putting some in my yogurt, I don't taste it. I just mix it up really well and I get my daily dose of it. So it's really, really good. So this entire plate, I have all of the macros written down right here. So the egg is 70 calories and 6 grams of protein. The fourth of a cup of cottage cheese that I added is 45 calories, 3 carbs, and 6 grams of protein, which cottage cheese is a very affordable way to add a little boost of protein. And I think that whole big tub from Trader Joe's was like $3.99. So again, you can toss it in so many things. So we got an extra 6 grams of protein from that one. And then the sausage is 70 calories, 1 carb, and 5 grams of protein. And then the Greek yogurt with the creatine, including the blueberries, is 97 calories, 9 carbs, and 15 grams of protein. So this entire plate comes to 282 calories, 13 carbs, and 32 grams of protein. So also, while my coffee is brewing, because we cannot go on with our day without coffee, just not me, I'm gonna take my coconut cult. So I take this every single morning for gut health. And what it is, if you've seen my videos before, you'll know I love coconut cult. But it's a probiotic coconut yogurt. So it is fermented and it's unpasteurized. So it still has all of the good bacteria in there. A lot of the times whenever yogurt is pasteurized, it kills all the good bacteria in there. So this is a little tart because it's a fermented food. It's good for your gut health, and fermented foods are known for being a little tart, but it's great. I've noticed a lot of regularity, decreased bloating, and has just been overall really, really great. And I just take a tablespoon of it, and one serving of this, a serving is actually 80 calories, but I don't take a whole serving. I actually asked ChatGPT this. I said, one serving of chocolate coconut cult is 1 ounce for 80 calories and 5 carbs and 1 gram of protein. How much would 1 tablespoon be? And it told me that 1 tablespoon is going to be 60 calories and 3 carbs. So that's what we're going to calculate it for. So let's go ahead and take it. So good. I do not have coffee on an empty stomach anymore, so I have it with my breakfast, and I figured that coffee is just something I'm never gonna give up. It's something that I truly look forward to, and if I'm gonna have it, how can I add protein to it? How can I make it a protein source? So I got some hydrolyzed collagen from Trader Joe's, and 2 scoops of this is 45 calories and it's 10 grams of protein. So we can make our coffee 10 grams of protein. So I'm gonna add in 2 scoops of this into our coffee after it's brewed. And I have significantly lowered my creamer. So I do 1 tablespoon of my creamer. So it's 35 calories. The collagen is 45 calories. And that's gonna bring our total to 422 calories, 21 carbs, and 42 grams of protein. So collectively, altogether, our breakfast, coconut cult, and our collagen coffee is going to be under 500 calories and 42 grams of protein, which is a really, really great way to start the day, especially after a good workout. It gives your body some good fuel. I'm ready for my coffee and my breakfast, so let's sit down and enjoy it, and then I will show you what we're having for lunch. been a couple hours and I'm starting to feel myself get hungry. I was actually just doing some emails and editing, and it feels good to just get the ball rolling on some work today. And it is 12:51, so approaching 1 o'clock, which is around the time I like to eat anyway. We are going to have a chicken stir fry, and I'm so excited. It sounds so good. So one thing I really will say too, another tip, is to find your go-to protein sources. So for me, I use a lot of cottage cheese, I use a lot of Greek yogurt, chicken, and eggs. Those are like, and obviously ground beef too. Those are probably like my main sources of protein, and I build my meals around those things. So we meal prepped some chicken breasts on our grill, and oh my gosh, it was so good. We kind of rotate how we cook it. So sometimes we'll cook it on the stove, sometimes we cook it in the air fryer, which I love my air fryer, and sometimes we'll grill it. So it really just depends, and it gives it all such a different flavor. You could even bake it too and make different dishes with it, but just having some chicken breasts ready to go is a great way to get in some protein if you're short on time. So you could definitely do whatever you like, but I will say that chicken is something that I make sure is prepped in our fridge because it keeps me from going to Chick-fil-A or even like ordering a sub or whatever, instead of actually eating something healthy, low calorie and high protein. So I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna put in today's lunch because I'm so hungry, I'm so excited. Here's our ingredients for lunch. So these are the chicken breasts we prepped on the grill. Yes, they are yellow. We used turmeric to season it to add some anti-inflammatory properties, but it's really good. But that's why it's yellow. I promise it's still good. And then I love to pre-cut pineapple because I use it for our immunity shots, but I also leave some pre-chopped so that I can snack on it and also toss it into dishes. I love pineapple and chicken. It is so delicious. So we're gonna incorporate some of that, which is another tidbit while we're on the topic, to pre-cut and pre-wash your fruits and veggies so they are ready to go. It's gonna make life so much easier, I promise. And then I have these bell peppers. These are the trio from Trader Joe's. It's in the frozen section. It's $1.99 for this bag. It's a pound, and we just use these throughout the week and sprinkle them in our meals, and it's just a great way to add some extra nutrients. And peppers are very low calorie, so this is a really great option to have, and again, super affordable. So we're going to toss in some of those, and then we're also going to toss in some organic red potatoes, which you can tell we've already been eating on these, but I'm going to chop some up and air fry them. These are also low calorie, and red potatoes are really good for you. Potatoes in general are really good for you, and if you know me at all, I'm a potato snob. I've never met a potato I didn't like. So we're gonna go ahead, toss all this in the skillet and the air fryer and get lunch going because I am getting pretty hungry. So we've got our stir fry going, and I love to keep things in a 1-pan minimum. I know the potatoes were more than 1 pan, but I went ahead and I chopped up more than what I needed so that I could have them with dinner also. So that's why I love these kinds of dishes, because the chicken's already cooked, the pineapple's already cut, and the peppers I just have to toss in here. So it makes it really quick and easy to have a very nutritional, colorful lunch. So I also used coconut aminos. So if you haven't used coconut aminos before, it's like a healthy soy sauce substitute. It's a little sweeter, but it's very low calorie. I just did a little splash of it, and it tastes really, really good. It's from the coconut flour, I believe. So I find mine at Trader Joe's, but you can get it anywhere. But this is looking so, so good. And I have our potatoes going. Let's see how much time we have left. Okay, so we have 8 minutes left, and they are looking good. Let's check them out. Let's see. Oh yeah. Ooh, they are looking good. I actually think they're almost done. I might go ahead and pull them out and check them. So lunch is complete, and it looks so good and so colorful. So I did a 3.1 ounce grilled chicken breast, and that was 132 calories and 28 grams of protein. And then I added a 1/4 cup of pineapple, which was 21 calories and 11 carbs, and 1/2 cup of bell pepper, which was 15 calories and 5 carbs. And then for the potatoes, I did 1¼ cups of potatoes, and that is 130 calories, 30 carbs, and 3 grams of protein. These, honestly, like half of that container is 7 calories, so this can't be any more than like 2, 3, 4 calories. And I like to take my immunity shot after lunch because I don't want it to spike my glucose levels. If you spike your glucose, it can really affect how well your body burns fat. So that can go for juices and everything. So I like to take this after I have a meal. So I actually have been leaving the pulp in the shots too. I don't have a juicer, so I just blend it and I pour it into my shot glasses, and I can put what's in this on the screen right here. But we take these every single day, and I love them. I actually look forward to it because it just feels like a little ritual of taking care of my body. But I did the calculations for this roughly, and it came to 26 calories and 6 carbs per shot. So I literally put in how much of everything I used into ChatGPT and asked it if it made X amount of shots, how many calories, carbs, and protein are in each shot, and that's how I got my calculation. Again, use ChatGPT, use these AI tools to your advantage, and save yourself some time and just make it more efficient. So that is what I did. I'm gonna have this after lunch. So this entire meal came to 324 calories, 62 carbs, and 31 grams of protein. So we definitely checked off our protein box here and at breakfast. So we're on track to hit our 130 grams of protein. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take this to my desk because I wanted to go ahead and just keep knocking out some work because I wanna go for a walk, and I hope it's gonna clear up. With this warmer weather comes afternoon showers. It's just that time of year now, so it's what we are getting at the moment. So I'm just gonna get cozy, enjoy this meal, and afterwards I'm gonna show you one of my favorite high protein snacks that you can easily meal prep. And it's pretty affordable. It's really delicious, and I'm so excited to have it later. I'm gonna go ahead, enjoy this, and then I will show you that in just a bit. It's officially snack time, and this has been my absolute favorite high protein snack. So this is our homemade high protein buffalo dip. I'll put the recipe on the screen right here, but it is so delicious. I could eat the entire container. But this portion here is 1/4 of a cup, so it's gonna be 103 calories, 3 carbs, and 14 grams of protein. And I just paired it with celery just to keep the carbs low, and the calories low too. But I love like chips and stuff with it. Popcorners is really good too, but we're looking to keep our calories low. So that's why I opted for the celery, which is also really good for fiber. And I wanted a little something sweet to top it off with. So I put some kiwi here as well. And this entire thing together is 124 calories, 8 carbs, and 14 grams of protein. It is so crazy because today started so bright and so sunny, and if you look outside right now, you would not have guessed that. It is so gloomy. It was just pouring down rain. I think it's still drizzling, but I was so excited for a sunny spring day, but that's okay. We will just be cozy and do our work, but man, it's okay. It's fine. We're gonna make the most of it. Katie has since joined me. I don't know if you can see her in my lap, but she saw a cozy blanket and just like bolted to it. So we're here now. We're having snack time. I figured while I snacked on this, I would go ahead and post my reel for the day. I just got Sarah's Days cookbook, which I will put a picture of it on the screen and I can link it below if you'd like. But it's a great cookbook. It's full of so many healthy recipes. I definitely am inspired by having this cookbook, and every time I see it, I feel like I just channel her energy. So I'm gonna edit this reel while I eat, and yeah. But honestly, I'm telling you, you should totally try this. The crunch from the celery and the spice from the dip is so good. It's so fulfilling. Just posted the reel. I love it. Definitely go check it out on my Instagram or my TikTok. I got this cookbook holder from Magnolia, which is Chip and Joanna's line at Target. And actually this was from their website. They were having like this huge sale. So I found this beautiful cookbook holder and it put Sarah's book on it, and I love the way that it looks. It's so cozy and I'm excited to use it. I've never had a cookbook holder before, but it is still pretty gloomy out there, but it looks like the rain is lightening up. So maybe we will get a walk outside. If not, we will just have to take a trip to the gym and hit the treadmill, but I would really love to go outside more so than the treadmill, honestly. But this was such a great high protein snack, and I feel like that's where I really mess up sometimes, is snacking. So if you can find something that has high protein, is satiating to you, is actually healthy, that's gonna make the biggest difference. And you can create your own little combinations. You can go on TikTok and find some recipes for some like high protein snacks, but I just find that this one has been really working for me, and it keeps me away from the bags of chips and the cookies and just the sugary stuff, because I just find that having something savory like this paired with something sweet is just the best combination for me, and it keeps my protein intake high. Because yes, every meal being at least 30 grams of protein is great, but if you can bridge the gap with your snacks and your dessert, it's gonna make a really big difference, and that's where you're gonna see that uptick in your protein. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get some walking in, and then we're gonna have dinner, and I'm gonna show you my favorite high protein dessert that I have been obsessed with. It doesn't even taste like it's healthy, but it is. It's so good. We gotta go walk. Let's go. We gotta go. Don't steal my blanket. Don't steal my blanket. Don't do it. Okay. I guess you can use it. Oh, it finally cleared up. It's so pretty. I'm so happy to see the sun. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you, but there is something just so rejuvenating about a walk outside. That was such a beautiful walk, seeing all the birds and the sunshine just peeking through the trees. It was just so needed, and I'm so grateful that the clouds actually cleared out. Just so good to get moving, get some fresh air, feel the sun on your skin, and it was just so delightful. So I'm so grateful that we were able to do that. So we are actually making it dinner now. Cooper was kind enough to go ahead and make our meat patties. They're actually right behind me. And we're gonna have burger patties on some greens with some bell peppers and our potatoes that we made at lunchtime. I made a little extra for dinner, so that way it'll kind of save us some time there. And that's one thing I would say too, is whenever you're making things, if you're able to make a little bit extra for later, even like if you're not able to meal prep, or if you're just making potatoes and you know it takes a few minutes to chop them, wash them, and actually bake them, just make a little bit more so you have them for later, is something that's really helped me a ton and just saves you a lot of time. So that's what we did, and we're gonna toss that onto our plates for dinner. So we're gonna go ahead and get these burger patties cooking because I worked up an appetite on that walk. It was, but like I said, it was so pretty. I needed that. It was great. If you feel cooped up, you feel down or anything, just go for a walk. It's literally the cure to everything, is a walk. We just season these with salt. We use the Celtic sea salt. It's actually the healthiest salt for you to use. It has 82 minerals in there that your body uses out of like 90 something. So it's a really great salt. And then we used garlic powder and, like I said, pepper. So very simple, very clean. And this is the grass-fed ground beef from Trader Joe's. It's like $7 or $8 a pack, and we get a good meal out of it. So something that's a little bit more cost effective, but still really healthy. So we're just gonna get these on our stove and saute them tonight, but you could totally grill them out, even put them in the air fryer, I hear people do. So it's really just what you're feeling. Dinner is complete, and oh my gosh, it looks so good, if I do say so myself. I love meat patties for dinner. They're just a really lean, very filling thing to have, and I just really enjoy them. So I did put it on a bed of greens, and then I added some peppers and some cheese. That's the Mexican shredded cheese from Trader Joe's. It's really good. And then the rest of our red potatoes. I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, you eat so many potatoes, but listen, potatoes are actually really good for you. They're great for your gut health. They are a very satiating, low-calorie food, and honestly, I eat so many types of potatoes. I eat sweet potatoes, red potatoes, gold, russet, you name it, I eat it. Even Japanese sweet potatoes, which I just recently tried, those are really good too. But we're just gonna opt for our red potatoes today because that's what we prepped, and I had that little bag of them earlier, so that's why it's a little red potato heavy today. But every day does look different, and I like to switch it up. So the patties are 480 calories, 42 grams of protein. The potatoes are 130 calories, 30 carbs, and 3 grams of protein. The microgreens for literally half the container, like I said earlier, is 8 calories, and this is still not half of the container. I'm gonna go ahead and count it for 8 calories, but yeah, so 8 calories. And then the cheese here, I did half a serving, which is 40 calories and 4 grams of protein. So this entire meal came to 658 calories, 80 carbs, and 49 grams of protein. So a really great dinner, and is super satiating, super delicious, and very colorful, if I do say so myself, which I love to see. We love to see very colorful plates. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably watch Survivor while I eat this, and then I'm gonna show you my absolute favorite high protein dessert that I've been literally addicted to lately. Mia. She does this. Oh, hey, do you want attention? Dinner was so good. I love watching Survivor. If any of you watch Survivor, please comment down below. I'm on season 48. I think 49 is airing right now, but I was behind, so I'm catching up. But it's truly my favorite show. It's my comfort show for sure. I remember just watching it with my parents and everything at night, and I would get all of my homework done so that I could actually watch the show. I do remember there were times where I had to like study for a test or something during the commercial breaks, but majority of the time I tried to make sure that I had that hour window with no schoolwork so I could actually watch it, and it just reminds me of that time. So I keep that tradition going, and I just kind of put on repeats sometimes because I just love it so much. And if you've been watching my channel, you know I'm a coastal girl. I love the beach. I love anything tropical, so it just feels like it transports me, and it kind of weirdly gives me like fitness motivation. I think just seeing them do the challenges and seeing like all the fruit that they eat, like when they go on rewards, or even just the coconut that they eat, it just all around gives me good vibes. So anyway, but it's time for dessert. This dessert I have been obsessed with because I am trying really hard to limit the amount of sugar that I eat, because we're not going to burn fat if we're just eating a bunch of sugar. But eating this has made me feel like I'm not missing out on anything, and I feel like I'm truly getting a sweet treat. It has protein in it, and it's only 4 ingredients. It's very easy. So all you're going to need is some kind of pancake mix. If you can get a protein pancake mix, that's even better. I have this one from Trader Joe's, and it's like, I think like $4 or something like that, but it's lasted me a couple weeks. So you only need a little bit at a time. So protein pancake mix, some kind of protein powder. I have the vanilla Orgain protein powder, and then I use the Fairlife fat-free milk. It's only 80 calories and 13 grams of protein for a cup. We're not going to use a whole cup, but it has a lot of protein in there, more so than normal milk, so I use this one and I love it so much. And last thing are chocolate chips. So I use the Enjoy Life dark chocolate chips, and they're really good. Not usually a dark chocolate girl. I love my milk chocolate, but we're trying to make healthy choices here. So I opted for the dark chocolate, and it's really not bad. But I like the Enjoy Life brand because it doesn't have any of the allergens in it. Not that I have any of these allergens, but just knowing that it's clean makes all the difference. And these are all of the allergies that it's free from, if it'll show. Yeah, so if you have any of these, this might be a really good option for a chocolate chip for you. So let me show you exactly how we're gonna put this together, but it is going to be a chocolate chip protein muffin. It's so good. All right, let me show you how to make it. Okay, so you're just gonna grab any bowl, and then with the protein pancake mix or just regular pancake mix, but I like to just get that extra protein. You're just going to use a tablespoon, and we're going to do 1.5 tablespoons of this. Then you're going to take your protein powder and you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to do 1.5 tablespoons. So then you're going to take a measuring cup and your Fairlife milk, and we're going to do 1/4 of a cup. Oh, I think that might be a little bit more. No? Okay, that's perfect. Just going to dump that in there. And then lastly is your chocolate chips, and we're just going to do 1 tablespoon of those. And then we're going to just mix it all together. So now we're just going to pop this in the microwave. If you want it to be a little more less done, I guess you could say, more gooey, do it for less time. You could do it for like 1.5 minutes or so. I'm probably going to do it for about 1 minute and then check it and see if I'm going to do another 30 seconds. But yeah, just pop it in the microwave and just keep checking it and see how you like it, because I know everyone's a little bit different, but I like mine a little bit more gooey personally. So I'm gonna pop this in the microwave and I'm gonna show you what it's like when it's done. So I did mine for 1.5 minutes, and oh my gosh, yes. Do you see how it's gooey in the middle? Yes, that's what we want. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Ooh, just how I like it. If you're anything like me and you struggle with having a sweet tooth and trying to stay in that fat burning phase and actually get lean and feel really good while staying healthy, then this is literally perfect for you, because it is just full of protein, it's healthy, it's very simple, and I'm obsessed. It literally just, it takes away that sweet craving that I have, and I feel actually satiated. So that dessert came to 154 calories, 17 carbs, and 13 grams of protein. So all together today, we have had 1,682 calories, which if you take away the coconut cult and immunity shots, because I know not everybody has those or has access to them or even really cares to do them every day, that would bring you to 1,596 calories just for the food, and then 164 carbs and 149 grams of protein. So jam-packed day full of staying in a calorie deficit and having high protein, which is exactly what we wanted. And it is completely possible to do that and feel satiated, feel energized, and strong. I definitely have noticed that my bloating has gone down. I can tell I feel stronger. I can tell that my workouts are a lot better, like performance wise. I just feel like low calorie and high protein is such a powerful combo, and it can really help you get to the fitness goals that you're trying to get to. Again, I'm not any kind of dietitian, nutritionist, or doctor, but this is just me talking from my personal experience and what's worked for me, and hopefully can help you out if you're on your own journey to becoming the best version of yourself and feeling really good in your own skin. I hope this can help you, and I hope that you got a lot of inspiration from the meals today, because these are truly meals that I've tried to stick to really good whole foods while, you know, staying in that calorie deficit, getting a lot of protein, and actually getting nutrition instead of just a bunch of empty calories, because that's not going to get us anywhere. So again, I hope you found inspiration, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And just remember, if you're on any kind of fitness journey, wellness journey, career journey, mental health journey, whatever it may be, just know that you are not alone. We all have our own struggles that we're going through on our own journeys, and never hesitate to DM me on Instagram or even just comment down below, and let's build a community that really supports each other. We're all going through life together. We're all going through the same struggles, whether we know it or not. So why not go through it together? You know, that's what we're here for. And that's exactly why I even created this channel, is to help people that were struggling with becoming the best version of themselves and achieving their dream life and wanting to actually do better and can reach for something bigger than themselves, that is why I created this channel, because it can be a very lonely journey sometimes, but it truly doesn't have to be. It really, really doesn't. So just know I'm always here, and I am so grateful to have you here, because it truly just means the world to me, and I don't think I could ever put that into words completely, how much it really means to me when anyone watches my videos. It really does honestly warm my heart. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'm actually gonna go shower and get ready for bed because I'm so sleepy, but I really enjoyed spending the day with you. And also comment down below if you do try any of these recipes, or if you're planning to try any recipes, because I'd love to hear your opinion as well, and any modifications that you make. I'd love to just be able to switch up these things too for myself and share them with you guys. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.